Well, again, all you collectors of really small pullback toys that look kind of cartoonish. Anyways, we got these 6 here. They're all from Wanda Coffee promos. So Wanda Coffee is this canned coffee beverage. They have many different flavors, and I guess every now and then they try to promote their cans of coffee by giving these free toys. Sometimes the cars are actually realistic looking, like this is a 1/100 scale Lambo. But very often they're very cartoony. Sometimes they have motorbikes, trucks, whatever. So it seems like these are actually made by ChoroQ though. So I have 5 from this collection, and then this is just a random one from a different collection. So we'll just take a look at all 6 of them today, because they're pretty simple toys. Alright, so it says Wanda on the top. And then this is a Fair Lady Z from 2009, this set here. I'm not sure what that 10 is representing there. Maybe there's 10 cars in this set. Yeah, it looks like, there's 10. So, let's see if I can just rip through that paper. It's actually pretty hard to do. I might actually have to cut that paper first. Hold on. Man, what is the deal with this thing? Alright, hold on. Next alternative. Jam a metal ruler into that groove. Alright. Not sure why that was so hard. Well, I guess, I mean, if these are cans of coffee, maybe they have to survive a certain amount of vibration on a shipping truck. So there's a little Japanese text talking about the Z32 Z here. Alright, 2x2. And then very small image of those other cars. So this is apparently some sort of this Fair Lady Z collection that came out in 2009. Alright. And then this is ChoroQ's way of saying it's a standard from 2009. So let's get this out. There's some sort of friction tabs or something gripping this thing. Boy, this is just as hard as the base. I don't want to break it because the whole thing's plastic. Alright, it's got these teeth holding it in place, so I'm not sure of a better way to remove that. Well, so, I mean, look at the size of this, right? My fingertip. It's a pretty small toy, so we have to take that into account as to why this thing may be lacking a lot of details. Also, it was free. Alright, so silver paint on these markers and the headlights. There is texturing for the grills and stuff, just no black paint. And then these are standard wheels for these really small mini ChoroQs. The cockpit is, I'm gonna guess this might actually be a separate black piece of plastic. And then it's printed on, tampo printed, the ChoroQ branding. And the taillight's actually well done. It's black with some red printing on there. Just says 2009 Tomy. Toonedx is the parent company of ChoroQ, as well as Tomiko Limited Vintage. Standard construction of a screw and a tab there. And, yep. I think you can actually fit like a really thin coin here. That's the case with all the regular full-size ChoroQs. So I think they're trying to carry that across to these guys. Although frankly, I think they'd be better off without it, so you could actually see more of the car. Alright, let's put that aside. So let's open up the packaging of one of these, and then I'll just cut to them already opened. It does say 09 as well on this collection. So I think this collection is all about like a bunch of tuner cars, because this says Mugen, you know, which is a tuning brand for Hondas. It's just really difficult to get open. additional paper on the inside of this one. So it's just all on the outside. Guess that saves on cost. Oh wait, I think there's a piece of paper here. Alright. So same teeth method here. They're gripping the side of the base. And this one doesn't have a date on the bottom. It just says copyright Tomy. So that's interesting. They changed that up. Let's take a look at this piece of paper. I wonder if this is different for each model. Wanda Coffee S2000. So there's a GTR Nismo. There's also this Lancer. Doesn't say which one though. Subaru S402 and an RX-7. Alright, so some sort of blurb about the S2000. So it's two colorways. And this one is really dark yellow, if not a light orange. It's kind of in between the two. So the black printing here of the carbon hood is pretty nice, nicely done. Some texturing for these vents. Little vent there, and amazingly, there's actually a Honda badge molded in. There's no paint on it, but you can clearly see that says the H, right? So that's pretty cool. And then the nice detail is the Mugen license plate, so that's cool. This is just all smooth black plastic here. Well, paint, that is. Same wheels, just in this case they're gray. And then red taillights painted on. Really thick wing, of course, being a toy. Black exhaust tips. And then, what is that, like a 30? Since 1979. Well, I guess that would be the 30th anniversary if it was 2009, right? Or is my math totally wrong? Molded in side mirrors, the door handle detail there, fuel filler detail. We saw the bottom array, standard construction. And I'm just looking through this gap to the top. It looks like those windows are transparent. They're just really dark smoked. So that is a separate piece because the body is, clearly molded in yellow or orange, whatever you want to call this. Okay, well, interesting. Let me pause away and I'll get all these other ones out of these boxes because they take a while. Alright, we're back. It actually took me a good 5 minutes just to get these, cut through all these wrappers. The backs have all these things look pretty much identical, but just thought I'd show you the blurb here, and the other colorway is black here. So this turns out this is a Lancer Evo 10. This one here. So this one actually seems to have some better detail. There's actually some printing on the door, some sort of graphic. Same wheels on all of them actually. They're all gray. But yeah, it says Rally Art here. The headlights are painted silver, nice texture. And then you can see the diamond logo there in the grille. It's just not painted. So pretty nice, all these textures. And then this one has nice texturing in the hood vents area as well. Casted in mirrors. I do actually think there's red paint here on the taillights, even though it's a red body. And then again, you can see a little faint bit of the Mitsubishi diamonds there. Third brake light as well. So this one actually is the best detail yet. Yeah, so cool. This is a surprise. I thought it was going to be like an Impreza, but this is actually a Legacy wagon, Legacy touring wagon. So here's a little blurb. So I guess that's what the S402 means. It's the body code for Legacy. Okay, can't make out the rest though. So it's a nice blue, not metallic though. Really tiny door handle details. The molding isn't painted, but it is raised. So again, nice textures. And then this one has an STI license plate. And then silver headlights. No black paint here on the hood vent though. Little sunroof detail up here. There's fuel filler on this side of the car. And then a nice silver stripe going across the back. And I think there's also, again, raised lettering, although I can't make that one out. But it's on both sides, I think. And then some tiny exhaust details, just no paint though. Okay, so it's a nice surprise. You know, it's a totally different subject, I thought, compared to the standard Japanese cars that people are really interested in. So here's the RX-7, the FT3S, but in this case it's the Mazda Speed version. So it has, you know, a body kit on it. So we got this red. It says Mazda Speed up here on the plate. Little black paint in these vents. No paint here in the signals though. And then a very poorly faint Mazda logo there. A couple of vent details here. No paint though. There is a little black paint back here though. On the is that the door handle? I forget. Fuel filler. The blackout of the rear lights is nicely done, and the wing on this one is much thinner than that S2000. Alright, yeah, not bad, not bad. Alright, the last one, that Nismo GTR. So here's the little blurb, and there's a white colorway option as well. So this is a gray, it's not metallic though, just like a regular gray door handle, and that accent there on the door. There's black paint in the hood vents there, and then this one has a Nismo plate and some more texturing in the grills areas, so that's good. And then nice red with the center being gray, so that's a good detail. And then there's actually a GTR badge molded in right here. Wing seems okay enough. Exhaust details, no paint though. Alright, I mean, these things are so small. It's nuts. Let me get all these things on the spin thing. Alright, so I want to actually show some full-size churros. So I actually have this Mitsu Lancer from Wanda again, but I don't know if ChoroQ made this for them or not, because there's no indication of it. But this is a Wanda Branded Evo. I did 3D print my own wheels though, but there's some tampo printing on the side, and I like this. This one has the rally lights on the hood, so you definitely get more details on these larger ones. But the taillights have no indication of paint from what I can see. This red plastic actually has some silver flake in it, so it's a metallic kind of red slightly. And then even the roof detail is nicely printed. Right? But size-wise, I mean, that's a huge difference, right? So these little mini churros are really, really small. Sorry, saw some sort of white dust there. Okay, and for one other comparison, I have a ChoroQ 0 of the Nismo from 2017 GTR 35. So ChoroQ Zeros always have a lot of extra printing, and these wheels are specific to that car. So it's very nice, but very expensive. ChoroQ Zeros are really expensive for what you're getting, if not a complete ripoff. Alright, but again, size-wise, huge difference. So you can pretty much get 3 of these, and almost like in the, well, definitely 2-to-1 ratio, it looks like, size-wise, at least footprint-wise, maybe not height-wise, but alright. But naturally you're giving up a lot of some details going so small. But for me, I'm rather impressed that they were able to get the details that they were, and especially a lot of the badges are actually legible. And I think that just is the result of the fact that these bodies are made of plastic and not metal, so you can get those finer details without wearing out the mold. Naturally all the wheels are identical, so that's another thing that's going to be lacking at this sort of size of toy. But again, grand scheme of it all, these were free for someone. I had to buy them myself, but they weren't expensive, so I'm okay with it. I'll probably pick up some more sooner or later if I can find some other castings. They're cheap enough that I'm willing to do it. Maybe I'll make a miniature diorama one day for all these little guys. Alright, well thank you for watching today. I'll see you in the next super deformed video. Bye.